Good question. Thank you.
Fantastic. Right up the very back.
How do you dispose of the solar panels and the batteries at the end of their life?
Well, now's a tricky question. Okay, so how do you dispose of a solar panel and a battery at the end of its life? Well, let me take the solar panel one first. They're predominantly made of glass, silicon, some plastics and aluminium. They can be disassembled, so the aluminium actually is very easy to take off, so the aluminium can go straight back into recycling. But the next bit is a bit tougher. You actually have to use a heat gun, like a hairdryer. You can peel off the back sheet, which is plastic. That's probably not recyclable. It's a Tedlar sort of plastic. Then you've got lots of conductive parts on the actual cells, which take some temperature, like 300 or 400 degrees Celsius, to melt off. So now you're starting to use energy to get rid of them. It might be at that point more viable to turn them into something like an ingredient in a building material, just crush them up, because the remanufacturing would be rather expensive. The batteries, it all depends on the technology. If it's a lead, make them into other things. Good point. Bob just pointed out, actually just reuse them. If you look at my house, I've got solar shading on the side of my house using old panels. My motto is the solution is always more solar panels. It's a, you know, they have a long life beyond that electricity generation phase. But just to finish on batteries, it depends on the technology. If it's a lead acid battery, which actually is the oldest technology, but it's still viable, still plenty of it out there, it's the most recycled product on the planet. 99% of every lead acid battery becomes another lead acid battery. Very easy to do, low cost. Your local battery world will just take them willingly, people even give you money for them. New technologies like lithium-ion batteries, we don't know yet. There is one company in Australia here in Melbourne called PF Metals who are experimenting with recycling them. So we don't really know what the recycling scheme will look like.
There's two other questions. Let's just hold those questions and we'll make those the first two questions on the panel. Can I invite our guest speakers and Jeff to come up on the panel? For the rest of us, let's have a 1 minute stretch. We've been sitting for a while.